Okay, so this is a quick video on what you can expect with your 15 plus quit smoking leads that you'll receive over the next few days. So firstly, what is a lead? A lead is a person who has expressed interest in what you have to offer / sell. So if you're conditioned or used to getting referrals or people calling you, that just means that person is far further along their journey of wanting to get the result, because obviously they're taking action themselves. What we're doing with Facebook ads, and essentially what we're offering is we provide services to help people quit smoking. So basically we're showing that to smokers, and the smokers who then like the sounds of that about quitting smoking put in their details, which is how we get the lead. Now, there are no guarantees, there are no insane claims. So when you speak to these people, you're not going to hear them say, hey, you guaranteed that I'd quit smoking and I'd never put one to my mouth again. None of those bold claims are made. Reason being is because one, we don't do that, and secondly, the ads would be banned. Facebook wouldn't allow us. So in a nutshell, we are telling smokers to enter their details if they want to quit smoking. And basically live an amazing life, which is obviously what happens when they quit. Now, I'm assuming most of you have worked with clients before, and obviously they're pretty happy when they quit smoking. So we're offering them that life. By quitting smoking means they're going to be happy like this guy here. So enter your details if you want to be happy like this guy, and that's basically what happens. Okay, now we're into the calling section. So basically our process is always we call leads within 24 hours. So that is when the people are at their peak. They put in their details, requesting to be contacted, do them the service of actually calling them within 24 hours. And we're on it straight away. So what we do is we call 3 times in a row, 3 separate times of the day. And we do that for the first 7 days. So the reason why we do 3 times in a row is only if they don't answer. And why we do that is because it's been proven psychologically through mobile. If someone doesn't answer their phone the second time but it's next to them, if it rings a second or third time, they think it's urgent and they answer the phone. And hence, this phone call is urgent because it's about saving their lives and helping them quit smoking. So literally, if the person doesn't answer, hang up, call back, and that's it. After that, we can send a text if that's not answered, and the text is, hey, person's name, I tried calling you today as you inquired about our quit smoking program. I'll try you again shortly. Alternatively, give me a call back. Thanks, your name. Why we're doing that is because we're pre-framing that, hey, we are going to call you back. So if you don't want us calling you back, call us back, so then we can skip the runaround. Otherwise they do know that we will be calling them. And you can also send that out as a template as well. At the end of the day, you want to spend a minimal amount of time on emails, because what we want to do is get these people on the phone. So that's why when we get them on the phone, we're not even mentioning, hey, is now a good time to talk. As soon as you got them on the phone, you run through your script and you start handling the call. And I've spoken about that in the sales training for our sales script. So follow this process, be persistent for the first 3 days. We like to go 7, but some people can go 3 within the first 24 hours of receiving a lead. So going over the script now, our script is relevant to our business model. We are showing you how we do calls based on our pricing point. There's no Bible, there's no way to exactly go about doing these calls. It's just what works for us. So you can adjust, change to whatever suits you and your style of business. These people have entered their details, requested to be contacted. So it's up to you how to do that on the phone. And let's just look at some quick stats here. The average smoker in the US spends $2,200 a year. Australia, $9,000. In the UK, $3,000. So if you're pricing your services at even $1,000 or $500 or $300, $400, $600, the average smoker can definitely afford your services. And if they're telling you they can't afford it, it's because you haven't put the urgency and the value of what you're doing for them to see that, opposed to what they're currently spending on cigarettes. So Key points to emphasize from this is call within 24 hours. Show them that you're serious because they've seriously put in their details for you to contact them. Be persistent with your calls because people are busy, and be repetitive with it 3 times in a row. Call consistently within the first few days, a few times, and you get some good results. The spreadsheet. Every single one of your clients will go into the spreadsheet, and as you know, every time a lead comes in, you will get an email notification of their contact details. Finally, what happens if in the spreadsheet you don't see a person, you see a person's name but you don't see their telephone number and you see just their email? What that means is that the person didn't put in those details. So that means we actually don't have them. Because they didn't give them to us, because we're literally giving you the exact details that we get. So if that happens, we're going to replace them. If you get a fake number, if you don't get a number, we're just going to replace it with another lead. And that is why we look to over-deliver and give you more than 15 so you get a good spread of people to speak to. Now, what you can expect, the best we have working with us convert around 50%. That's why you've probably seen the testimonials of people making like between 5 to 10,000 a week in smoking. A new inexperienced therapist will convert about 10%. So this is just part of the journey. Everyone's going to be at a different part of the journey. The good thing is about it is that this is a growth, and it's going to be a big learning curve to see where you're at and see what you can improve on, which is pretty exciting. So go through the materials, the audio tapes, the scripts, have some good conversations, push people on the phone, because just put this perspective in your head. Maybe some of you have been through this, maybe some of you haven't, but imagine you had a sibling or a parent that died from smoking. If that were the case, how would you deal with how would you speak to these smokers on the phone call? If they were telling you, hey, they've been smoking for 30 years, and they're spending $100, $200 a week on cigarettes, and they're telling you that they can't afford it. If that was an experience that you'd been through, you'd be handling that call pretty aggressively, because you know what would happen, what can happen, and the benefits of obviously quitting smoking. So deliver that passion on the phone. Have them buy your story, which is that you can help them, and that you're the trusted person, and they will quit smoking. And you'll definitely get some good results. Any questions, shoot back an email and we can go from there.